Envy and falsehood are not just negative emotions we encounter frequently in modern society, but they are also factors that fracture relationships and create conflict. To protect ourselves and build harmonious lives, we need to learn how to recognize these behaviors. Stoic philosophy, which has existed for thousands of years, provides us with powerful tools not only to control our own emotions but also to recognize envy and falsehood in others. Stoic philosophy teaches us to live with a steadfast soul, calm in the face of life's challenges. But how do we protect ourselves from the negative emotions of others? Below are 10 ways that Stoicism can help us identify and deal with envy and deception. 1. Observe actions instead of trusting words. As mentioned, a person's actions are the most authentic reflection of their character and intentions. Imagine working in a group project at your company. A colleague frequently praises you in front of the boss, but behind your back, they try to diminish your contributions or even criticize you. This shows a clear inconsistency between words and actions. Stoic philosophy teaches that words can be deceitful, but actions cannot hide true nature. A real-life example I witnessed involved a very close coworker. In an important project, he always expressed verbal support, but in crucial moments that required action, he was always absent and never actually helped. Over time, this made me realize that sincerity is not just shown through words, but also through meaningful actions. Lesson learned. To truly understand someone, observe what they do, especially when no one is watching. Actions are a language that cannot be hidden. 2. Reactions to your success. A measure of sincerity. How others react when you succeed is one of the clearest signs of their sincerity. If someone is genuine, they will be happy to see you progress and achieve. But if they are envious, their reactions will show through negative comments or indifference. A typical example from my life is when I received a major award at work. While most colleagues were joyful and congratulated me, one person only gave a half-hearted comment like, "Yeah, that's good, but there's still a lot more to do." This was not just a simple remark, but carried a sense of envy and discomfort at seeing others succeed. To handle people who have negative reactions to your success, I chose to not let their emotions affect my joy. According to Stoicism, we cannot control others' reactions, but we can control how we respond to those emotions. Lesson learned. Pay attention to how people react when you succeed. Those who truly care about you will support and share your joy, while envious people will try to diminish your achievements. 3. How they treat those who don't benefit them. People are often judged by how they treat those who hold no power or economic value to them. Genuine individuals treat everyone with respect, regardless of their position. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that everyone deserves respect, regardless of their place in society. In the workplace, I've witnessed many colleagues who are only kind to superiors or people they think can benefit them. Conversely, they often treat junior staff or service personnel with indifference or even rudeness. This is a clear sign of falsehood. Genuine people will always maintain a respectful attitude toward everyone, not just for personal gain, but because they truly value humanity. Lesson learned. When evaluating someone, consider how they treat those who don't offer them any direct benefits. This will help you see their true character. 4. distinguishing between sincere praise and flattery. Flattery is a common tool used by deceitful people. They use insincere compliments to manipulate and exploit others. Genuine praise always comes with support, while flattery is only meant to gain favor. A personal story of mine regarding flattery is when a colleague frequently gave me excessive compliments without any specific reason. At first, I felt comfortable being praised, but after a while, I realized that these compliments were just a cover for him to exploit me at work. Stoic philosophy advises that we shouldn't let flattery blind us, as it can be a sign of envy and deceit. Lesson learned: always remain cautious of excessive compliments. Flattery usually stems from hidden motives and can make you lose awareness. 5. Monitoring consistency in actions and words. Consistency is an essential trait of a sincere person. A genuine individual will always uphold their values and principles, regardless of the circumstances. In contrast, envious and deceitful people change their behavior to suit their personal goals. At work, I have encountered many instances where colleagues behave differently in front of the boss and when only among coworkers. They may act kind and enthusiastic in meetings, but turn cold or disrespectful when no one is watching. Stoic philosophy teaches that consistency in actions and words is a measure of sincerity. Lesson learned: when evaluating someone, observe whether they are consistent in their actions and words. Inconsistency is a sign of deceit and lack of sincerity. 6. Reaction to criticism. Criticism is an inevitable part of life. Genuine people see criticism as an opportunity to improve themselves, while deceitful people react defensively, sometimes even with anger. According to Stoicism, criticism is an opportunity for self-improvement. Honest people are always open to listening and learning from criticism, while envious individuals see it as a threat to their self-esteem. A personal example is when I gave constructive feedback to a colleague. Instead of accepting the feedback, they became defensive and rigidly defended their point of view. This showed that they were unwilling to face their weaknesses. Lesson learned: truly genuine people will accept criticism positively and see it as an opportunity for improvement. In contrast, deceitful people will always try to protect their self-esteem and avoid criticism. 7. Unintentional comparisons, a sign of envy. A common sign of envy is when others frequently compare you to others. These comparisons may not just be innocent remarks, but actually signs of insecurity and jealousy. A story from my life is when a colleague constantly compared my achievements to others. Every time I accomplished something, they always brought up someone else with higher achievements. This not only made me feel uncomfortable, but also revealed a lack of sincerity in this relationship. Lesson learned: genuine people don't need to compare you to others to show respect. Be careful of those who frequently make unnecessary comparisons, as they may stem from envy. 8. How they face failure. Failure is part of life, and how a person deals with failure can reveal a lot about their character. Genuine people accept failure and learn from it, while deceitful people try to hide it or blame others. A story I witnessed was of a colleague who always blamed others whenever difficulties arose. When a project failed, instead of acknowledging the problem and seeking improvement, they always found excuses and blamed circumstances or colleagues. Stoic philosophy advises that failure is an opportunity to learn and grow, but envious and deceitful people will never accept this. Lesson learned: failure is an opportunity for growth. Genuine people face failure with humility, while deceitful people try to hide it and shift blame. 9. Sharing personal information, a sign of sincerity. How a person shares personal information can reveal much about them. Genuine individuals humbly share their successes and are willing to admit their mistakes, while deceitful people tend to exaggerate achievements and hide failures. In everyday conversations, I've noticed that deceitful people often talk about small successes and exaggerate them as great achievements. They also rarely mention failures, and if they do, they blame circumstances rather than acknowledging their mistakes. Lesson learned. When hearing someone share about themselves, listen to see if they are overly proud of small achievements and whether they are willing to admit their mistakes. 10. Listening to your inner voice. Trust your intuition. Finally, listening to your inner voice is one of the most important methods for recognizing envy and deceit. If you feel uncomfortable around someone, trust your intuition. Your intuition is a powerful tool that helps protect you from negative influences. A personal story is when I worked with a colleague who always appeared friendly, but I always felt something was off. After a long time of observing and listening to my intuition, I realized that this person was not genuine and was trying to manipulate me at work. Lesson learned. Trust your intuition. It is a powerful tool that helps you recognize subtle signs of falsehood and envy. Final. Lesson: life is too short to waste on insincere relationships. Recognizing envy and falsehood is a necessary skill to protect your peace and build genuine relationships. By applying Stoic principles, we can not only identify those with bad intentions, but also improve ourselves, becoming stronger in life. Always listen to your inner voice and observe the actions of others to protect yourself from toxic relationships. You deserve a life filled with peace and happiness, surrounded by relationships based on sincerity and mutual respect.